Wizards on the road for this one with an interconference game today. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Our sideline reporter tonight is David Aldridge. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin, few people saw it coming, but Stephen Curry has claimed the mantle as the league's best player. Draymond Green said it was the way Curry came back even better last season that solidified it. He said everything in basketball is usually a year behind. You've got to see it again to really believe it and get confident enough to say it. Kevin?
His teammates know firsthand what an impact he makes, David. Thank you. Doris, we have some kind of matchup in the backcourt tonight. Being a former point guard in the Big East, I know this is what you really love to watch.
You know what amazes me, Kevin, is when you're looking opposite a player at your position who is at the elite level, you're always looking, can I measure up? This is a guy everybody in the press is talking about. The analysts are raving about his skills. How do I measure up looking at the guy directly opposite? This is going to be a lot of fun.
How do you not get diverted by him knowing that you've got the entire game to manage?
You're right. That's a great point. It can't be about one-on-one. I need to beat him. I need to, if he scores, I need to go score. Everything that you do in an individual matchup has got to be framed within the context of the team.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Washington, the always dangerous Wall and Beal are the backcourt. Porter and Moore is the duo at forward, and it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Oh, absolutely. If they're going to allow him that kind of space, he's going to make more than his share of those today.
Now here's Green after Gortat's miss, and he comes up with the deuce.
Boy, got a little fancy with that one. Laid in the floater and got the crowd buzzing. You know, when the Wizards last season went small, I thought they struggled on the boards. They went from a team that was top 4 in rebounding to bottom 6. They simply have got to do a better job on the glass.
A kick out to Wall. Outside, Beal. Kicks it to Gortat. Pachulia with the steal. Pass to Green. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Marcin Gortat.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the Wizards with Markieff Morris at the 4 and Gortat at center. You like that front line?
Like Kevin, I certainly think there's some talent there, and that's certainly a gifted offensive front court. It comes down to rebounding and rim protection. Can they get the job done there?
First one falls for him. He's off on the second.
You know, we've had point forwards in the league before, but Draymond Green really in a lot of ways is a new breed of a point forward. I mean, he does it as an undersized power forward. It does it on a team that plays at an extremely high tempo. And remember, he's also asked oftentimes to guard centers and post players. And so when you factor in the overall versatility that he brings to your roster, he's as valuable as anybody in our league.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Ball against Curry. It's stolen by Curry. To the inside. Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And with Green, so often you'll see him grab a rebound, bring it up the floor, then set up the score. He really looks like a point guard.
Yeah, passes as well as any lead guard in our league, has a great idea of the moment, knows exactly when and where everyone is on the floor, and minimizes his turnovers as well, and has a terrific assist-to-turnover ratio.
Well, he almost never misses that shot, guys, but you know he'll take it again if he gets another good look.
Wall against Curry. Green with a screen on Wall. Here's Curry with the three. That one doesn't drop. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too, not saying I don't. But they're both fans and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
It feels like these guys are feeding off each other, and that's leading to having some fun and coming up with big shots.
A lot of defense at the forward spots with Iguodala and Green. Livingston is out there with Ian Clark, and it's West in at the 5 down low. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Here's Nicholson. The dish to Burke. Lets it go from deep. Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 4. And you know, you look at the depth of the Warriors, never mind their dominant starting 5, Greg. Their reserves are as good as some starting units in the NBA.
And for some teams, that can cause problems, where guys aren't playing as much as they feel they deserve. When you're playing for a team that's competing for a championship, though, players understand that some sacrifice is required.
One shot.
A lot of great defensive-minded coaches, too, in the NBA. Who stands out there for you?
Boy, this is Tom Thibodeau for me,
yes.
Right? I mean, he changes the way, you talk about taking away boxes and elbows in the NBA, loading up to ball side, giving up contested twos. That's Tom Thibodeau.
Attention to detail.
No question.
Now, here's Burke. 6 on the shot clock. Beal from long range. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Here's Livingston. Golden State moving it around. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
There's so much discussion, right, that the Wizards would try to attract Kevin Durant, a Baltimore native, back to his home franchise. In the end, I don't think missing the playoffs lent itself to the best recruiting pitch.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shot.
Free throw dropped for David West. And with no Kevin Durant. Now, Doris, what's plan B for the Wizards?
Well, I think they have to find a way to be better than the sum of their parts, Kevin. There's no magic cure. They've just got to get better and, most importantly, find a way to stay healthy.
And he makes both free throws. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
He gets it in there. And it's 7 points for Bradley Beal.
Good defense, better offense. Beal is unfazed.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the league and NBA teams have become much more aware of protecting players' health and they're finding out that rest and sleep are a huge part of that. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said medicine and science have improved and thought processes do as well. He said in the old days, guys played 48 minutes. Well, we've made advances. We don't go backwards with this stuff. We go forwards. Guys, that's why they want their players off their feet as much as possible.
Good report, DA. Thank you. Different look here for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for West. Durant comes in for Green. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. The Wizards also changing it up. Smith checked in for Mahinmi. Porter comes in for Andrew Nicholson. And John Wall subbed in for Bradley Beal. Wizards trail by 4. Here's Burke. Offensive rebound. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
That's just laziness on the part of the defense, not hustling to get to the boards.
Gortat's checked in for Kelly Oubre. The Wizards have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. The free throw drops for Smith. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside Curry. The feed now to Durant. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
Really the smart option.
Shoots from 12. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Well, he can really live at the rim. John Wall, a great finisher.
Curry kicks to Pachulia. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Can't hit that one. Left side, Wall. Gortat, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Wizards shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Free throw good from Marcin Gortat.
This guy was the 57th pick back in 2005. Safe to say that Gortat has outperformed his draft position. That is one of the more formidable big men in the game.
Both free throws good from Gortat.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Here's Thompson. Outside Curry to end the run. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Wizards lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you can tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now, that fact looms large on both sides, and that's going to be the difference in the second half.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Well, on offense, I like to see them play inside out more. Attack the basket, generate easy points. And then once the defense collapses, kick it out to the perimeter for open looks. Trust me, I know. Rick Fox, Big Shot Bob, that's all we did.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
The Embarcadero in San Francisco with the Bay Bridge glistening in the background as we welcome you back to the Bay Area and back to Oakland, California. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. One of the stories here, Draymond Green getting it done today.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
You know, he's getting the ball in a place where he can do something with it, and he hasn't had to force one thing. The game seems like it's coming to him naturally.
Doris, you've interviewed so many coaches over the years. Which coaches do you enjoy interviewing the most?
Well, I have to say my classmate, Billy Donovan.
No kidding.
We were both point guards in the class of '87. I like to tell Billy he was the second best one in that class, in fact. But I do enjoy.
I bet he enjoys that, too. He's a good man, isn't he? Huh?
He is, no question about it. And because he's new to the league, he's not objecting quite yet to the ad nauseum questions we tend to ask over and over.
How about quickly talking with Greg Popovich at San Antonio, which is always a challenge, whether you're calling the game or you're on the sideline?
I want you to understand something. When I am walking over to Greg Popovich, I want you to understand that my heart is pounding. I'm probably sweating.
No, come on.
And I'm trying not to shake.
Oh, come on. That's against everything you are. I know that. It's always good conversation, though. Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Morris pairs with Gortat down low. The always dangerous Wall and Beal are the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the three. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, there's no doubt that the Splash Brothers are the most dangerous backcourt in the NBA. Steph Curry is the MVP, but he said of Klay Thompson, I love playing with him. How much better he's gotten since day one is kind of scary. He's such a great two-way player, and he isn't anywhere close to hitting his ceiling. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. They're one heck of a tag team. Now here's Beal, following the shot by Kevin Durant. Beal, the pass to Gortat. Nice ball movement by Washington. Again, the miss by Wall. The Warriors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker at the break.
We all know John Wall has been the subject of media scrutiny during his tenure in D.C., and so much expected out of him that when the team comes up short, obviously the blame falls on him. He is the leader, but sometimes it feels as if he's the only player to get blamed.
Now here's Durant, following the miss by John Wall. Pachulia dishes to Thompson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot. You know, give Klay Thompson a tremendous amount of credit for not only knowing his role, but accepting it. I mean, he is the perfect sidekick to go along Steph Curry. And, you know, some people talk about maybe he goes somewhere else to be a bigger star. He is a superstar in our league. He just accepts the fact that maybe I won't get every individual accolade in order to chase the hardware. And kudos to him, because there's not any jealousy that's really accumulated over time between he and Steph. It's more of a brothership and respect that they have, and that's why they've been one of the more dominant teams we've ever seen.
And one thing I thought was such a great comment from Klay Thompson, Greg, was when he was asked if he would ever leave Curry to be the top star on his own team, his response was simply, why would I do that?
Exactly. And that says all you need to know about Klay. He could be a star on his own team, but knows it's better to win titles as a sidekick. Also knows just how lucky he is to be the backcourt mate of Steph Curry.
Leave him open from mid-range like that, and there's not much doubt he'll knock it down. Come on, guys, you got to think.
Nicholson kicks to Wall. Outside, Beal. From deep, hits the three-point bomb. Beal's got 10 points in the game.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The best may be yet to come. It's this kind of back-and-forth battle. You almost know this thing's going down to a special finish.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Drains the three-pointer. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Boy, this feels like a developing game of one-upsmanship. Love to see teams try to outdo each other like this.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Wizards out front, leading by just 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Move it to the next guy. Drive and kick. Let it come out in the wash, all right?
And Steve Kerr asking his guys to simply run their offense, share the basketball.
Yeah, and don't just settle for tossing it around the horn. Attack the defense. Play inside out when you can.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. Steph Curry's out there with Livingston. And there's Iguodala. And it's Durant. And it's Green in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors' 5. No one near Wall as he lets it go. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. That's now 8 points for John Wall. It's Durant on the wing, covered by Morris. There it goes, it's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Iguodala. Washington shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Smith sets the pick for Wall. 13 feet away. No good off the front iron.
Just wasn't very aggressive with the ball. Had a really good look at the basket and blew it.
Durant wide open. He fires from outside off the mark.
Boy, very surprising he clanked that one. Everybody in the building thought that was down.
Outside, Wall. Wall missing again, and for the Warriors, they're shooting 43% for the game. Green with the ball. Now Smith defending. Iguodala the pass to Curry. Durant for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. 1:41 left in the 4th. Julia, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson comes in for Sean Livingston. Gortat's checked in for Washington. Bradley Beal comes in for Burke. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
He was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Strong first half. This guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Porter against Durant. Back to Curry. And Thompson kicks to Green. Durant for 3. Again, Durant missing. For Washington, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Porter dishes to Morris. Feeds it to Gortat. Green with the block. And they get it back. And they pick up 2. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Durant. He feeds it to Curry. No good. Shot missing. Now the Wizards take it the other way. The pass to Wall. To the middle. Sinks it.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
But he didn't let the pressure affect him one bit. What nerves.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're losing by 3. 46 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
He just didn't have enough strength to complete that shot.
Porter kicks to Wall. Morris a screen. Wall passes to Beal. Back to Wall for 3. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
You know, give them credit for not easing up as we've come down the stretch.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're behind by 6. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
Unless it's an N one, a 2-pointer makes no sense. Unfortunately for them, the defense knows this too.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
You know, clearly out of rhythm. He's pressing the issue right now. I'd like to see him get his teammates involved.
And Washington can just let the clock run down here. And that's an intentional foul.
John Wall, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, John Wall has specialized in getting to the free throw line. He plays the game with breakneck pace.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They trail by 8. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, they can game plan all they want, but unless they can put more time on the clock, I think this bad boy's over.
Yeah, it's just protocol. Coach wants them to fight all the way to the finish.
Here is Livingston. And it's West in the corner. He kicks it to Livingston. Here's Clark. It's money from deep. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Washington, Kolejny. Taking 2 shots.
Two shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one. Curry off on that one. And so Washington takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.